Cool. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to share this morning. I wanted to jump on here which I haven't done for quite a while, and share a live yoga practice. I was going to give this a couple of moments. If you are up for moving this morning and breathing, and you have something like a yoga mat, then roll out your mat, jump on, join me for about 30 minutes or so to do some live yoga. And you won't need anything else too, and it'll only be like as I said, about a 30-minute practice, but I wanted to bring into the practice today the feeling of nurturing to ourselves, so compassion, like kindness, like a real softness. So yeah, if you're up for that, grab yourself a yoga mat and find a space. I've lost my yoga mat for the moment. I'm not sure where I've left it. Hopefully I've left it somewhere in a studio. I have no idea. But that's okay. I got a few other ones here as well. So let's get a glass of water and then we will get started. I still haven't figured out yet how to turn my phone on landscape when I'm doing yoga, but that is okay, we'll figure it out. So I know that all of us at many times in our life go through these stages where we shift into self-sabotage, whatever it might be, no matter how small, right? Our conditioning in the Western world, we're just constantly can feel like we're under this pressure to not be enough, or we're not performing enough, or we're not looking a certain way enough, or we're not smart enough, or we're not pretty enough, or we're not thin enough, or not thick enough, or not muscly enough, or not strong enough, whatever it might be. There's all this stuff around us that subconsciously can make us feel small sometimes, right? And this is what I wanted to share about this morning, I feel so grateful now that, one, I have the teachings of yoga behind me. I have an awareness now of when I shift into these patterns of self-sabotage, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm not feeling so great this morning. That energy then flows onto a pattern of self-sabotage or whatever that might be. And it's about pausing that thought in its tracks and going, you know what? Do I choose to buy into that or not? And that is a choice we all have, but it is really, really difficult when we get caught up in the reins of that self-sabotage or that steamroller of anxiety or stress or fear, because it happens so quickly sometimes. So even like this morning, I woke up and I had a really great sleep, but I woke up and I just felt blah. I felt a little bit anxious. I felt not myself. And immediately I woke up and I went, okay, I observe this. I observe what's going on. It is what it is. What do I need to do today? So the very first thing I did was in bed, just put my hand on my heart and go, you are deserving of everything today. Everything is available to you. Right? I practiced the art of compassion today and kindness with myself. And they were my 2 affirmations today, and it felt really good in my heart space to do that. And then in the next moment, I was like, go and chase the things that make you feel good today, right? So I started with 3 things this morning, and I'm like, you know what I need to do is go to movement. To go and sort of be with people who make me feel good and lift me up. And it was the best thing I could have done. It made me feel really great. Saw some really cool people, had a coffee at the end. Thank you, Vine and Infuse Health. It was amazing this morning. It was just what I needed. So I wanted to share this morning, whenever I feel a bit flat and blah, when I share things to others, whether or not it is, hello Julie, hey Nadine, thanks for Pauline for jumping on. Whenever I share something or give back, it really makes me buzz inside, and yoga is my love, my passion, and movement is my light. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to share a little practice this morning because it makes me feel really warm and fuzzy inside. And the more that I feel the warm and fuzzies, the more warm and fuzzies are going to come back to me, because we are always creating, right? We're always shifting energy. And if I had sort of stayed stuck in that kind of low vibe where I was this morning, then that kind of energy would be what was going to chase me all day. And I'm like, you know, I don't really want that today. I'd rather it to be a little bit higher up, thank you. So I asked for the universe this morning to give me back what I deserve. And when we share, it's a really good feeling. So whenever you're feeling a bit shitty or down or not yourself, go and do something for somebody, because it feels really, really amazing inside. So we're going to start our practice today seated wherever you are. I'm just going to stay right here for the moment. And we're going to just do a few grounding breaths into compassion. Now, I've been speaking to a beautiful friend from Milton, Ulladulla area. I'll be heading back up there on the 21st, well, like 20th or so of July, to go and practice yoga and teach again in the beautiful Milton Ulladulla. I was like, Mulladulla? No, it could be. Milton Ulladulla community. They've been through a lot this year, and myself and Monica from Treading Lightly and also Tidal Yoga Milton are going to share a beautiful practice of compassion with the community, families and their kids as well, to bring in what Tara Brach teaches as the practice of rain. So when we are feeling like I did a little bit this morning, can we bring in this practice of rain to ourselves? The R stands for recognize. We recognize what's going on in ourselves. Oh, okay, I feel a little bit of anxiety this morning. I feel a little bit down, a bit of self-sabotage. Then we allow. Okay, cool. It's okay for you to be here. It's all right. It's okay. Right? We lean in. We yield to what's here. The I stands for investigate. So investigate why that's there, right? So this morning when I had those feelings, I did a little bit of investigation. It's like, why do I feel like this? You know, what's underlying here? What's the base story? And yeah, there was a few things that were popping up, as in like just little things that I had coming up, you know, over the weekend, things I've got to get done. I'm working on my book at the moment. I've got to get some things in. And then the N is for nurture, right? Nurture ourselves, be kind. Go and do something that makes you feel good. And that's where the movement practice came in for me this morning. So this beautiful practice of rain, we might just lean into that now. Again, this is not my teachings. This is from Tara Brach. She writes the book Radical Compassion. You have to invest. It is amazing. Anyway, as you are, let's close down our eyes. And just notice how you are here in this very moment without any judgment on a feeling or emotion or how the mind is. Are we able to just accept that it just is right now? Take a huge breath in. And open the mouth and just let it go. And just take 5 breaths in this space. So allowing the breath to move in through your nostrils. Head on up towards your third eye. Space of your pineal gland, soften there, and then exhale, release. Might be nice even to place 2 fingers just on that space as you breathe in and breathe out. Now, as you breathe in, notice this beautiful, fresh, new energy that you inhale. And as you exhale, give yourself permission to release any stale energy. Do that 2 more times. Take 1 more breath in. And exhale, let go. Now I invite you to start to feel into your body. Is there anywhere that you need to offer compassion? It might be physical. It might be a mental space. So wherever that might be, over these next 5 breaths, send your breath to that area in your body that needs your attention. And as you breathe in, offer the words, I choose to be kind to you today. And as you exhale, let go of any resistance to that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do that 3 more times. Now, let whatever's here be here. So however you're feeling, give yourself the opportunity and the permission to let it be. Breathe in the words, I choose to allow you today. And then exhale, just soften into that. Notice how easy that feels. Rather than try and push it away or try not to feel it, it's only going to come back. It's only going to stay buried there to present itself later and just manifest itself in the physical body. So let it just sit on your shoulder, let it be there. I choose to allow. I choose to yield. I choose to lean in with compassion. And then just notice how we let go of the reins. Notice the softening, we let go of the rigidity, of the push, of the striving, of the fight. It just is. And it's okay. Take one more breath in. And open the mouth and exhale. Let's just create a little movement. I'm going to move onto my mat because my floor is really cold. So spreading the fingers wide and just allowing yourself to move your body in any way that feels good. Now, allow your spine to explore every single direction here. And please know that you will be looking like you. It is not about looking a certain way. So aesthetically, we can get so caught up in what somebody is doing on a screen, or what we see in a picture, or what we think it should look like. We need to clear out the word should and close down our eyes and begin to feel. So where do you want to go here? What is your body telling you? So explore every single part of your body, from the fingertips right down to the toes. Shut down your eyes and just explore. Let yourself feel creative, slow, soft. Start to move into your breath by really allowing the breath to guide you. And we'll take another 5 or so breaths here. Maybe the wrists turn around, maybe you tuck your toes. There's no right or wrong. You know, there's that old saying that says the issues are in the tissues. If we are finding we are rigid and stuck and tight all the time, then it might be time for us to look a little deeper, right? And to go, where is this held energy? Where is this coming from? Why am I stuck? What can I release? What can I choose to let go of? You know, Again, in Tara Brock's book, she says, what am I unwilling to feel? And we ask ourselves that question, we can then investigate. Let's start to press into the hands, tuck the toes around the spine and hover our knees off the ground here, starting to create a little heat into the body. I have no idea where this practice is going today, but just allow yourself to play, to explore, but more importantly to rest. Drop those knees down, inhale, draw the shoulders back. Find an open heart here and exhale again, round the spine, lift up those knees, push into that floor and hold here, zipping that belly in towards the backbone, drop the knees. Inhale, draw the heart, open shoulders back. One more time, keep those toes tucked round the spine, chin to chest, lift up here and hold. Breathing deep here if you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's find our first downward facing dog. So I really like to move my dog all the time. I love the feeling of just bending one knee, bending the other, bending both knees, but you might want to stay still. But bend your knees enough so that you can press your chest back towards your thighs. It's not about having straight legs. The fingers are spread, the triceps are engaged, and your gaze is somewhere between your toes. From here, we're going to ripple through and find our high plank. So slowly make your way there. And then on your exhale, bring your knees wide and find a child's pose. Exhale. Come onto your fingertips and stretch back. Notice the space in the spine. This shape is always here should you need it. I come here often. I never used to, right? I used to always push through, and I always thought that by doing everything that the yoga teacher said, I was improving, or I was getting better at things, or trying to strive to be posed. But the moment we soften and we come into a compassionate state when we need rest is the time when we grow. Tuck your toes around your spine, and then from here lift back up, downward facing dog. We're going to move through this little sequence a few times. Here's a flanker. Take your time, breathe, and start to use your breath to guide your movement. So inhale, ripple through, high plank. Exhale, knees wide, child's pose. Inhale, round the spine, tuck the toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, child's. Breathe in, round the spine, tuck the toes, and breathe out. You can stay on that variation, or if you like, inhale, ripple through. Stay on your toes, straight arms, drop the hips through, inhale. Floating up dog, exhale, bend the elbows. Slowly push back and then find your dog. Breathe in, ripple forward. Exhale, either child's pose or floating dog. Breathe in, push back. Exhale, down dog. 2 more times in your own breath. Whatever feels good in your body here, do that. One more time. We'll all come to meet in a down dog or a child's pose. Take a few breaths here. This mat is a little slippery, so we will see how we go. From our downward facing dog, let's straight away lift our right leg behind us, just hip height or so. Push with that heel. So try to straighten your back leg, really strong quad muscles, and as if you're like a donkey kicking away, like so. Imagine, I should do a few of those, that feels quite good. Bring the knee into the chest and then kick away. Bring the knee into the chest and then kick away. Go one more of these. Kick away. Now bring the knee fully in. We start to stack those shoulders over the wrist, tiger curl. Flex the right foot and step it outside the right hand. Drop the left knee down and untuck the toe. And then, oh, it's a good crack. Place your right hand on your right knee. And just explore your hips today, right? Be really in tune here with what you need, with what feels good. I love to just twist around here. You might even extend the hands out long and just explore. But go slow. We are so good at going fast. Take your time. From here, bring the left hand down, and you can either stay on your bottom knee or come up into a runner's lunge, and inhale, right arm lifts up. And stay here for a couple of breaths, or roll onto those blade edges of the feet and start to twist open and get nice and deep into your hips. Please take the variation that works for you. Inhale, come all the way back up. Hold the lunge here and then really press into that right heel. And we're going to come up for our first lunge. So breathe in, bring the hands up, and exhale, just stay. So starting to warm up through the hips, through the quads, which I'm definitely feeling this morning. Thanks, Elias, from Infuse. And those, what are they called? Oh, I can't even remember. Some sort of squat. Definitely got into the hip flexors. Take one more breath. And then bring the hands down and step back to downward dog. Stay here or ripple through high plank, knees or toes. Shift forward, exhale all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. And then exhale, come back and into a down dog, either pushing up through plank or your knees, whatever feels nice. And inhale the left leg behind us. And we'll do that little kick again. So just working on activating that back leg. So bring the knee in, still keeping a dog pose, and then push away with the heel. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Push with the heel, squeeze the quad. 1 more. Inhale and then exhale. Now start to round the spine. On the inhale, bring that knee in towards the nose. Keep rounding the spine. Flex the foot. Step the left foot outside the left hand and drop that back knee down, and let's explore. And this is where the compassion comes in, right? The listening to what the body needs today. So if we notice we're tight, rather than get pissed off and angry with ourselves and frustrated with our body, can we just say thank you, right? So that we can actually go, you know what, I need to be kind to my physical body today. Why am I so tight? Maybe I should do some yin yoga, or just go for a walk today rather than go and smash myself at the gym. It's about listening. So from here, the right hand goes down, and you're either going to stand that back knee or tuck up that back leg. And inhale, open, and either stay here or slide onto the blade edges of the feet and find a deep hip opener here. Your choice, listen to what you need. Slowly come all the way back up and around. Pause in that runner's lunge. Feel that back leg engage. Push down with that left heel and slowly make your way into your lunge on the other side, and breathe. This time we're going to open up through the chest. So pop the heart space open just to your degree and breathe here for 3 breaths. If you're aware of your Ujjayi breath, come into that. Take 1 more full breath in. As you exhale, frame the front foot. Step back to your high plank. Stay here or ripple through to high plank this time. Exhale, chaturanga maybe, pausing at elbow height. Breathe in, sweep the chest through, shoulders back. And exhale, down dog with breath now. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, right foot outside, right hand straight away, right hand lifts, breathe in. Exhale, bring that hand back down, push through right foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, frame the front foot, down dog. Inhale, ripple through high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, knees or toes. Breath in, up dog. Breath out, down dog. Rest anytime you need. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee to nose, step through outside that left hand, right hand stays down, breathe in. Exhale, left hand back down, push through left heel. Inhale. And exhale, frame the front foot, down dog. Stay here or ripple through high plank. Exhale, low plank. Breathe in, up dog or cobra. Breathe out. Same thing again, right leg lifts, breathe in. Knee to nose, step through, left hand down. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, back down, push through right heel. Inhale. And exhale, frame the front foot, step back and flow. So working with that tempo a little bit more here to get everything moving. Breathing. Sometimes going a little bit faster can be really nice in yoga, especially in winter. Breathe in, step left foot outside left hand. Inhale. Exhale, hand back down, push through left foot, breathe in. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, find your flow or rest. Please take what you need. Down dog. From here, we're going to find a squat and give it a go. We're going to jump forward because it's fun and playful. So bend your knees and look where you want to go. So look between your hands and find your way into Malasana. However you get there is fine. Full breath in, full breath out. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of mobility here because it's fun and we need to and it's good for us. So hands come up to your degree, stand up here nice and tall, bring your hands together for a moment. Keep your feet hip distance apart. So we're going to hinge forward at the hips. So we're working that hinge movement as if somebody's pulling your hips back. Keep coming all the way down to your toes. Squat down, chin up, chest up. Hands come up, stand up. We're going to do 4 more of these. Hinge forward, belly to spine, catch your toes. Drop down into a squat, chin up, chest up, arms up, stand up. Just work this to your degree, and the mobility is so important. The way we move our bodies, working through all of our joints as well, and just finding what works for us. You know, there's that old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. So be gentle and kind and compassionate on yourself here, no matter what is going on. Remember, move out of what we think it should look like, and just play with what it feels like in your body. This is your last one. So hinging forward, catch your toes, find your squat now, plant your hands and step jump or float back through vinyasa, your choice. Breathe in and breathe out. So take a moment here, rest, child's pose. And then just close your eyes here. What did that bring up for you? Right? Was there moments in that where you're like, oh, this is really hard, or my body's not doing that, or it's not looking a certain way? Like, honor that. Why did that come up? And how can you choose to then respond to those thoughts with compassion rather than buy-in? That is your choice. It is all of our choices, all the time. So rest a little more, or come back up to your down dog, and let's take a really nice breath and movement practice here. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Let's bend it open, yawning open that hip. Inhale, straighten the leg, and exhale, we're going to cross the right knee over to the left side. So working through our core here. Breathe in, lift that leg behind us. And exhale, we'll find the right knee towards the right wrist or elbow, your choice. One more time, breathe in, the leg lifts. And exhale, slowly step that right foot again into a lunge. So finding your way into that runner's lunge. From here, we're going to give this a go. Don't think about it too much. Bring the left hand down, lean into the left side, pick up your left leg and shoot it through, flex the foot. Cool. So from here, we're going to inhale, bring that knee back up, step it back, turn to the left, Skandasana. How do we go with that? So sometimes when we don't think about things too much, we can just give it a go. We don't get in our heads about it, right? So really just feel what's going on. Just listen to the cues, give it a shot. If we stack it, we stack it. If we don't do it, it doesn't matter. It's not about the perfection, it's about the absolute opposite. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we start to turn back to the right. We lift up and open up, find a warrior two. So let yourself land in your Viratu and really feel this internal rotation of the back femur bone, right? And an external rotation of the front femur bone. Try to unhook your front toes so you're in the tripod of the foot. The right knee is nudging open. You should be able to see your right big toe. From your warrior two, inhale, flip your front palm and reverse. And as we exhale, we're going to allow the body to twist and turn around. Come onto the tiptoes of the back foot, left elbow to right knee. I said I didn't know where this was going, so lots of twisting it looks like today. Clearing out of some toxins, I see. So pushing into those hands, find this beautiful twist here. Open up, maybe looking over your right shoulder. Take a full breath in. Bring the left hand down and either stay here or you're welcome to find your side plank by bringing your right foot up, over, listening into your side plank. Maybe that right hand goes forward to touch the front of the room. Take one more breath. And then exhale, bring that right hand down. Find your plank pose. Full breath in here, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or up dog, shine the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. I'm just going to change sides. Rest as much as you need. Left leg lifts. Breathe in. Bring the knee to the nose and then over to the right side. Pause. Good. Inhale again. Leg goes behind. Exhale. Bring that knee to the other side and pause. Do your best here. Inhale. Leg goes behind. And exhale. Slowly find that runner's lunge. Okay. Don't think about this too much. We're in this runner's lunge. Lean into your right hand. You can always use a block too under that right hand. And as we lean into this hand, we tip over to the right, round your spine, pick up your right leg, shoot it through however it gets there. Flex the foot, kick with the heel. Now inhale, draw that knee up, step it back, turn slowly to your right. As we find our way into your Skandasana or your Cossack squat, whatever you want to call it, there's no right or wrong here. You know, you'll notice on both the sides, I actually come into a different variation on this side. My adductors were quite tight on the other side, so listen to what you need. Take a full breath in. How slowly can you then transition into your warrior two? Whew. Breathe in and breathe out. What's here? Take one more breath. Exhale, inhale, flip your front palm, reverse. Now slowly cartwheel down, bring that right hand down, okay? And then, oh, nearly forgot, bring the right hand, the right elbow over to that left knee on your back tippy toes, and we find our twist first. So feel into this one. I love this shape. So press in, really feel your internal organs get a beautiful massage here. So clearing out any toxicity. Now take one more breath in. Bring the right hand down and either staying here or find your way to your Vashisthasana side plank. So taking the time to set it up, you can always drop that bottom knee down. Take one more breath, maybe reach forward. Exhale, find your high plank, pause. Breathe in, round the shoulders, shift forward, exhale, elbows wrap the side of the rib cage. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. And breathe out, down dog. We might just do a little bit more standing practice. Just again, turning around from here. Breathe in, right leg lifts. Step through this time, warrior one. Right foot steps where the right hand was. Spin the blade edge down of your back foot. Setting up these warrior legs. And then from here, breathe in. Adjust your feet if you need to. I need to here so that my hip bones are facing square to the front. So feeling into that warrior one. Inhale, draw those hands up. Exhale, bring the hands behind. Breathe in, open the heart space. And exhale, we're going to find a humble warrior from here. I never go into this pose. I must have needed it today. So take a breath in and a breath out. From here, inhale, come all the way back up. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach up that right arm. And exhale, you should be in a pretty good position for your Trikonasana. Reach forward with that right hand, bring that down onto the shin. It's not about touching the floor. We want to find really nice long lines. We want to scoop up the underside of our waist. Feeling the opening on, feeling the opening on the left side of the body here. Breathe in. Stay for your exhale. This is a great entry for half moon, so let's go there. So I'm just going to take a little step back so you can see. From here, put your left hand on your left hip. Bring your right hand down to a block or the floor, or maybe float it off. Flex your foot open on the left, so external rotation. And then from here, maybe that left arm lifts. Maybe you bring your right hand to your heart. You might even play with Chopasana, bending, wobbling, and possibly catching that foot, stretching the quad. Full breath in. Now as you exhale, slowly start to step that back foot all the way back, warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out, let that go. Good. From your warrior two, inhale, flip and reverse. And as you exhale, bring those hands down and pause. So finding that lunge, we're going to do that little core work again. Lean into the left hand. Lift up that left leg, shoot it through, kick with the heel. Inhale, draw it back. We're going to go 2 more times. Again, up we come. Exhale, kick. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, kick. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands plant down, step back and flow. Ooh. Breathe in. Breathe out, let that go. We're nearly there. So take a full breath in and a full breath out. Try to take your mind out of what's coming here, right? Be here now. There's nothing else here but your breath. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Step through, place the left foot somewhere near your left hand. Blade edge of right foot goes down. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands behind. Breathe in, open the space of the heart. Exhale, start to fold, humble warrior. As I said, I never go into this pose. My body must have just been craving it today. Breathe in, start to open back up. Beautiful. And then from here, just exhale, finding that warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, start to shift forward like a teapot, and then start to tip and find your Trikonasana triangle pose. What a delicious pose, right? The legs are active here. Soften your front knee if you need to. Use blocks if you need to. Now take a breath in. Again, I'm just going to shift back a little. And look down. It'll help your balance. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Slowly find your way. Lift up your back leg, flex your foot open, okay, so external rotation with that right foot, and then find your hand to a block or the floor, maybe lifting the other, and maybe you explore and be playful, rather than judge, rather than try and go into something and get pissed off and frustrated. Can we come into the shakes and go, yes, I just gave that a go, amazing. And if you're falling out of it, that is perfect. It's what we're meant to do. Take one more breath. Slowly find your way to warrior two. Well done, everyone. We're nearly there. Breathe in, flip your front palm and reverse. Exhale, cartwheel. Here we go. Bring the right hand down, runner's lunge. From here, lean into that right side. These are a little bit quicker. We inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, kick through. Breathe in. Exhale, step back, breathe in, exhale, breathe in, and exhale, breathe in, exhale, breathe in, exhale, frame the front foot with your hands, step back, high plank, pause, breathe in, shift forward, breathe out, chaturanga, breathe in, upward facing dog, breathe out, child's pose. Oh, what can you release here? 5 breaths. Breathe in the words, I choose to be kind. Exhale, release any resistance to that. You know, there's that quote that says, to the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Give ourselves permission to lean in and to stop the chatter of the mind, to pause it, to just let it be. Rather than fight it, rather than push against it, rather than not feel it. Everything that comes up for us is meant to be felt, experienced, seen, and listened to with compassion rather than pushed away. One more breath in and exhale. So we're just going to flop over onto our backs. I have a feeling I've probably gone a bit longer than half an hour. It tends to happen straight into a happy baby pose. Bring the knees wide, catch either the ankles or the underside of the feet. Push your tailbone down to the ground. If the tailbone's coming up off the ground, catch your ankles, so that you can feel all of your vertebrae on the ground and just simply rock side to side. What can you let in today? Rather than hold up this shield of toughness, this shield of I'm okay, this shield of perfectionism, this shield of trying to be someone we're not. Can we lean into a bit of vulnerability today? Can we let ourselves be seen? Can we let ourselves be raw, imperfect, soft? Can we start to show up as we are, not as who we think we should be? Slowly draw your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze. Hold on to your right leg, extend your left, give it a really nice hug. And then tuck your left hip under. Come to find a supine twist. Just a couple of breaths. On your next breath in, engage your core, bring your knees back up to center. Hold on to the left side, bring that in, give it a squeeze. And then tuck the right hip under and find your supine twist on the other side. Couple of breaths here. And eventually, coming back down to the most important shape, Shavasana. I invite you to stay. I'm going to be here for a couple of minutes. This is it. We are so quick to get to the next thing. What if you practice pausing more? What if you practice slowing down more? Rather than wish our life away, can we just be here? Take a breath in. And let all of that go. Give your whole body the ability to soften here. The bones, the muscles, the joints, the fascia. Let everything just ease off. Let your breath move fluidly through your body, finding ease within the internal structure. There is no effort. There is no resistance. Let the breath bring with you the energy that you wish to feel today. The softness, the kindness, the compassion, love. And let that move through you with your breath. If you feel ready, gently just start to create a little movement with your fingers and your toes. And I invite you to deepen your breath, and as you do, turn the corners of your mouth up and smile. Give yourself a fully radiant smile. Maybe you move your hips left to right. Maybe you move your neck. Gently take the time to roll on your side and curl in a little ball and come into this space of utmost gratitude. Gratitude for taking the time out. Gratitude for whatever your day brings you. You know, the days that are shitty ones, the ones that are challenging and tough, they are the days that we need to have the most gratitude, because they are the days where we learn the biggest lessons. It's up to us how we choose to react and how we choose to see it. Give yourself the space you need to feel. Slowly come all the way up to seated. And just come back to where we started. Allow your shoulders to draw back. Place your hands in your heart and breathe in those words that you said at the start. I choose to be kind today. Offer yourself compassion. Feel into that. My mind has taken me to this quote, and I cannot remember who it's from. Wisdom is knowing that I am nothing. Love is knowing that I am everything. And in between the two, my life flows. So breathe in, feel that compassion and love and kindness move through your body. And breathe out, just lean into how good it feels to let it all just be there. Bring your hands gently into the space of your third eye, honoring This practice that we just shared together, but not just here, practices around the world, practices to each other, practices of compassion to anybody who needs it today. Go and offer some out. Go and share some of this to someone, and you will get that back to you tenfold. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for your practice. Namaste. Oh, thanks everyone. I have no idea who's on here. I appreciate you jumping on if you're here today. Yeah, really cool to see all of you. Aya, Pauline, who else is here? Harrison, amazing. Thank you so much for jumping on, guys. Julie, Fabrico, amazing. Hey there, Celeste. I'm so grateful you guys jumped on, and maybe you enjoyed taking some time out for you. It's super important to recognize how it is when we wake up to go, you know what is it that I'm actually going to choose today? How am I going to let my day roll out? And that affirmation practice right in the morning is just so freaking powerful. So I hope you guys have a rad day. If you're in the Newcastle area, you can come and join me tonight for Yin Yoga at 5 o'clock at Redhead Wellness Sanctuary. And other than that, have fun, go play, and go and share some of that compassion and love out today. Namaste, everyone.